You know what? I'm going to come out in the audience. Can I come out there? Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh. Y'all hear this beat? Y'all hear it? Hit your jump 3 times. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hit your jump 3 times. Hit your jump 5 times. Da 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 da. No, no. It's da 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 da. Hit your jump 5 times. There we go. Get them muscles up. There we go. Hit your jump 5 times. Hit your jump 5 times. Hit your jump 3 times. I love you guys. Okay. So see this fence here? How you doing, young man? What's your name, sir? Mr. Ron. Everybody clap for Mr. Ron. Come on, clap for Mr. Ron. Mr. Ron, I need you to do me a favor. Can you come here? I want you to hold this microphone right here.
That's all you got?
Thank you, Mr. Ron. Thank you, Lucas. Yeah, yo. Hit your jump 3 times. Hit your jump 3 times. I did that salsa move. Sean, what's up? We grooving. We almost time. It's almost time. It's almost that time, y'all. It's almost that time. Once again, y'all, a lot of food vendors over there. More people coming in. We got Cameron Bickley, Eric Sledge, and Devin Gilbert Johnson. More people coming in. If you have to use the restroom is right there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Cam. Come here, man. Tell your little brother, come here. Come here, hurry up. Come on, bro, come here. Come up here with Uncle Elec. Here, come here. Give him some sticks. We got a new band member. Unbelievable. Hold on, time out. Keep that going, Sledge. This young man, I called him Crockett because he's smooth from Miami Vice. Remember Miami Vice? He's smooth right now, ain't he? You can't tell him nothing. But my name is Elec Simon, Elec. His name is Relic. Are we distant cousins? Are we cousins? He said, I don't know, brother. We might be. Go ahead, join in. So hit it, Relic. Hit that middle, hit it hard, Relic. You're going to do a solo. Bring it back in strong, bring it back in. 1, 2, 3, bring it in. Let him warm up. Yep, go ahead, Relic. Warm up a little bit. Keep going, Relic. Warm up a little bit. Where's that tambourine at? I see it. I'll get it. Keep going, Relic. Keep going. Keep going, Relic. Keep going. Yeah, Sledge. That's what I like, Sledge. Yeah. Boom, boom. Check. I switched. Hey, Jeff. All right, let me see something. Keep going, Relic. Keep going. Let me see. We got it right? Relic solo. 1, 2. Relic, here we go. Go, Relic, hard. Hit it hard. Hit your drum 1 time, clap. Hit your drum 1 time, clap. Hit your drum 1 time, clap. Go fast, Relic, go fast. 1, 2, bring the beat back in. Clap for Relic, y'all, hey. Here we go. Win. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clap for Relic, y'all.
Rise up for women.
Hi everyone, I'm Marisol Nichols.
I rise up for women and children because there's women and children all around the world who are being exploited. They're being sold for sex, for labor trafficking, and for organ harvesting.
I rise up for children because they are vital keys to create a great future and build beautiful society in the world.
I rise up for children because child exploitation and trafficking are real and the world needs to know about it. This problem won't be solved until every single one of us realizes you don't purchase and you don't abuse another human being.
A few months ago, I had a trafficker pull up in a van, pull out a 6-year-old boy, and offer to sell him to me. I rise up for these kids because if we don't, who will?
I fight human trafficking because I think it's extremely important that we fight for those who are unable to fight for themselves.
Psalms 82:4 says to rescue the weak and the needy and deliver them from the hand of the wicked. But listen, all the good intentions of the world does not rescue or deliver anybody. It takes action. So please, rise up, get involved, and be doers of the word and not just hearers only.
I rise up for children because if I don't, who will?
I strongly believe in the statement that evil wins when good refuse to do anything. Today I choose to rise up for children.
I can't even imagine my own children going through what millions of children are going through throughout the world. For that reason, I'm fully committed to doing whatever I can to eradicate this problem.
We can't expect others to do the work we aren't willing to do ourselves.
If we won't be voices for the voiceless and defenders of the innocent, who will be?
So we will rise up and be shields from evil. Will you join us?
I rise up for children because I believe that every child deserves to live life in all of its fullness. They have the right to be safe, to belong, to be heard, and to receive all the care and support that they need to thrive in this crazy world that we live in today. Therefore, I would like to encourage all of you to do the same and to stand up against human trafficking.
I rise up for children and those who fall victims of human trafficking to continue being a part in eradicating human trafficking and rising up against the exploitation of men, women, and children.
I rise up for children because I once was a child who needed support and protection.
I rise up for children across the world who may not have a voice and for those who strive to protect and serve them.
Hi everyone, I'm Marisol Nichols. I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there with you in person, but I want to thank you personally from the bottom of my heart for showing up and for taking a stand against trafficking, for joining Operation Underground Railroad to rise up against trafficking on this World Day Against Trafficking. I have been working with Operation Underground Railroad for almost a decade now, and I have never met a more dedicated group to putting an end to this horrific, horrific human rights abuse. Because of you guys, because of you, O.U.R, I've been able to go dark and deep in the belly of the beast and see firsthand what we're fighting against. Things that I will never get out of my head. Experiences that no one would believe. And it's because of you guys that I was able to do that. It's because of you guys that I have a bigger voice. And I can't thank you enough. What you guys do day in and day out, and the dedication and the selflessness is, you're a hero amongst heroes. So I want to thank everyone here for joining. Thank you for joining and rising up against, and let's put an end to trafficking once and for all. Thank you guys. Have an amazing, amazing event, a kick-ass concert, and let's make a difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, give me a drum roll, please. Start clapping your hands, 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 please. 1, 2, 3, hey!
Make some noise!
Ladies and
some
gentlemen,
noise!
give it up
Make some
for
noise!
Lewis House!
Guys, give it up for Elec Simon and friends. Aren't these guys incredible? Give it up for these guys. Incredible. Bringing the energy. They'll be back a little bit later tonight. Very excited to be here. Rising up to make some noise. Appreciate you all coming out. Everyone who is watching on the live stream, go ahead and leave a comment below. Share this link with friends. We're here to make some noise tonight. My name's Lewis House. Thank you guys so much for being here from the bottom of my heart. It's all about rising up for children tonight and every night until we can end this cruel suffering that's happening in the world with child sex trafficking. And I'm very grateful to be here, so thank you all for coming out. Again, give yourselves a round of applause for being here, for making some noise tonight. We're going to have some incredible performers. We're going to have some great speakers. And you're going to have opportunity to participate the entire night. So thank you guys for being here. I'm so grateful to be here. And we have an amazing performer who's going to be coming up here in just a second. And my request tonight is that you have a lot of fun. If you guys are down to have a lot of fun, then go ahead and clap your hands if you're down. That doesn't sound like that much fun. If you're down to have some fun, clap your hands. That's what I'm talking about. If you are down, hopefully this is okay. If you're down to make an impact tonight, clap your hands. Okay, I like it. If you're down to meet some new friends tonight, clap your hands. Yes. If you're down for the food tonight and the merch, then clap your hands. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, I like it. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. We've got an incredible first performer. At 14 years old, coming up to the stage right now is Rosevelt. So give your attention, clap your hands, and let's make some noise for Rosevelt.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we can walk it out and move mountains, and we can walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains and bring it to its feet and move mountains. And oh, rise like the day. Oh, rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. And we will rise, so we will rise. Oh, whoa. We'll rise. Oh, rise up, rise like the day. Oh, rise up, in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, high like the waves. We'll rise up, in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you.
Thank you guys all for coming out and rising up for the children.
Give it up for Roosevelt. Give it up, guys. Make some noise. Make some noise. We're just getting started, so thank you guys for being here. I've got a special guest who is coming up right now. Some of you might know his name. His name is Tim Ballard. He's the reason we're here. Yeah. Let's give it up for Tim Ballard. He's coming up here. Should be coming up here in a second. And none of us would be here without Tim. So Tim, come on up here. Come on up here. Let's give it up for Tim. Make some noise for Tim. Yes. Yes. Give it up for Tim, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so honored that we got Lewis Howes. I was talking to my team, and they said, who can we get to MC this? He was the #1 guy on the list. I said, but he's so busy. I know he loves the cause. This is one of the top podcasters in the world. I mean, everyone knows this guy. I made a phone call, and it was immediate. He's like, give me the date. I'll be there. And I just love that. People who are just willing to jump right in because they believe in this cause. So give it up for this guy, please, right now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Also, last year, the MC at this event was Colin Karchner, who has done so much through the years. Please open your program and learn about Colin. He did amazing stuff, supporting children, supporting charities, and just doing good works. And tragically, last October, unexpectedly, Colin passed away. And I just want to pay tribute to him and honor him for all the service he rendered for children, for families. And one thing that Colin loved to do and loved to promote was he always asked people to connect one with another. And I hate when people do this to me when I'm in a crowd, but I'm going to do this for Colin because he would do that. He believed in something called the 8-second hug. You go to your neighbor, you go to a family member, and just big hug, 8 seconds, share that love. So everybody please stand up, find someone, and hug them for 8 seconds. I'm going to hug this guy right here.
Make it long and awkward.
Thanks so much, man. I love you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for helping us. Thank you. I love it. Yeah, those long, awkward hugs. Keep it going.
Keep going. Go as long as you can until it feels extremely uncomfortable. And then squeeze and don't let go.
All right, everybody. Thank you again. Tell me something. I hear you were with our team's training today.
Yes, I was with, what do you call them, the operators?
Yeah, our operators. Yeah.
The operators, these are some of the incredible leaders who are going into the field, who are making a direct impact, rescuing the children, coming out, risking their lives, doing so much work with the strategy, with disguises, going in undercover, working with the local police to help rescue these children. And it was incredible. I got to go and shoot some guns and learn some strategy and, you know, do some other secret things that I can't share on stage, but it was incredible. And I just love what you guys were up to. You know, everyone in your organization, I think you guys grew like, I don't know, you grew like to 90 or 100 people.
Yeah, in the last 10 months went from 30
to 100.
To almost 100.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
The mission that Tim and his team is on is unbelievable. And we need all the support we can get to really help end this horrible thing that's happening around the world. And Tim, you've been doing this for 7 years now, is that right?
7 years and then 12 years with the government as well.
But 7 years of focused full-time in this.
Yep, this is one of the fastest growing criminal enterprises in the world. It's a $150 billion a year business, if you can believe that.
$150 billion.
That's how much money is exchanged every year for human beings.
Wow.
In slavery. To kind of give you an idea of what that is, with that much money, the amount of money spent buying and selling human beings, men, women, children, for slave labor, sex slavery, organ harvesting, you could, with that money, buy every single Starbucks franchise, every NBA team, and still have enough money left over to send every American child to college for 4 years. This is the problem that we're talking about, which is why we have responded to that threat, especially in the last year, because of you, because of your support. Just hired directors in Europe, a director over Africa and the Middle East, director in Latin America, Asia. And I'll be back on the stage later to tell you more about some of our successes, some of our operations, some of our aftercare. And so I'm excited to get back on the stage in a little bit to tell you more about what we are doing. But for now, I'll leave you to continue the show, bro.
I appreciate it, guys. Let's give it up one more
Thank
time
you.
for Tim. He'll be back
Thanks,
out here a
guys.
little bit later. Give it up. Make some noise. Again, they're doing an incredible job just getting to connect with some of the individuals this morning and really see what they're doing on the grounds and hear about the strategy and the impact they're making. Truly, it just makes me emotional thinking about the commitment, the service, the sacrifice to really go in there and help save these kids. So very grateful for them. We have, again, we still got food trucks. If you guys are hungry, get some food. We got some music. We got merch. We got so many cool things. For everyone watching online, we love you as well. Even though you're not here, we still love you. We appreciate you. Share this with your friends. Please leave a comment below. And thank you for supporting this mission and being of service. We've got another guest that we would like to bring up, someone who's been a supporter of the cause for a while now and who actually talked about it on her platform recently after a UFC fight. So we're going to play a quick video and then bring our special guest up. So let's go ahead and cue the video.
Decision, Macy, the future Barber.
I would like to say one other thing. July 30th is World Day Against Human Trafficking. And I'm a big part of Operation Underground Railroad, and it's a super important part of my life. And so I'll be in Utah. I'll be in Salt Lake City, Utah. If anyone is in Utah, I would like to come out and support an amazing cause. If not, follow my Instagram right now. I just made a post with all the information on it. So please go there, follow them, see if you can donate or be part of Rising Up for Children.
Well, congratulations on the great performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Macy Barber.
Ladies and gentlemen, Macy Barber. Give it up for Macy Barber! Yes!
Thank you, guys. Oh, this is so awesome. I've been a part of O.U.R. and knowing Tim this is my second year now. And I got to experience such an incredible opportunity a whole year ago, right when COVID hit, they flew me out, and I got to see all the behind the scenes of what these guys do, and I got to learn more about this, unfortunately, this very dirty thing that's going on in the world. And I've been telling Tim for a while, and Brad and Nate and all these guys here at O.U.R. that there is nothing more that I want more than to continue to be a huge part of this organization and use my platform to create as much noise as possible to help support O.U.R. and to help save all these kids in this world. This is why I was put on this earth. I've gone through some things in my own life. I was assaulted twice in my own life. Once when I was 6 and once when I was 16 for a whole year. And the things that I've gone through have put me in a place where I can't even imagine what these children, boys and girls, are going through. And that's why I was put on this earth. That's why God put me here, to have a platform and to have the amazing ability and talent to be able to fight on an incredible stage, on ESPN, on all over, in front of so many eyes, just so I can be up here and just so I can make a noise for all the kids that are going through so much worse than I could ever imagine going through. And I'm so honored that all of you guys are out here and being a part of all this and O.U.R. with us. So thank you guys. Thank you, Tim.
Give it up for
Thank you,
Macy.
O.U.R.
Give it up for Macy. Give it up, give it up. Okay, guys. How many of you who were here about 30 minutes early enjoyed the incredible drumming of Elec and friends? If you enjoyed the drumming of Elec and friends. These are some friends of mine from Ohio. I'm from Ohio in a small town, and I said to Tim and the team, I said, we got to bring out some of my good friends who are going to bring the energy and get these people off their feet and having a great time tonight. So, wanted to bring them back out for a few minutes. You guys down to hear them again? Elec, I don't know if they're excited. Are you guys down to hear them again? Okay, I like it. Elec, go ahead. You guys can dance if you want. You can get up and dance if you want. Go ahead and stand up. Stand up and dance.
We got Lewis Howes, y'all. Give another round of applause for Lewis Howes, y'all. Let's hear it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Very superstition, writings on the wall. Very superstition, yeah, the lighter's about to fall. Come on, clap your hands for me, clap your hands. 13 months old baby, hey, without broken glass. 7 years of bad luck, yeah, the good times in the past. Go ahead, Lewis. Hey, when you believe in things you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition in the way. Come on, party, yo. Clap your hands. Go, 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 go. Clap your hands. Go, 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 go. Clap your hands. Go, go. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. we got some t-shirts about to come out there, y'all. Everybody stand up on your feet. Stand up, stand up. Get up, hey, get up, get up, hey, get up, get up, hey, get up, clap them hands, yo, clap them hands, yo, go, go, clap them hands, yo, go, go. All right, y'all. Get that microphone, you can be heard. Austin Ray in the house, yo. Austin, go ahead, Austin. Go ahead, Austin. Oh, we got my man Austin Ray. That's my brother.
clap, clap. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, clap.
Keep that going. Don't get
Clap, clap,
tired.
clap.
Don't get tired.
Clap, clap, clap.
Clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
Clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
Clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
Hey, say rise up.
Rise up.
Get loud.
Get loud.
Say rise up.
Rise up.
Get loud.
Get loud.
Say rise up.
Rise up.
Get loud.
Get loud.
Say rise up.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Go ahead, Austin. We got our man Austin right here.
Got space?
Oh! One more time, Austin. You got one more?
Over there,
Go
over
ahead. Go ahead, Austin Ray. Oh! Yeah! Here we go. We're gonna take it home. Everybody. We're gonna take it home. We're gonna take it home. Roll. 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 One time.
Make some noise!
Austin Rayo.
Give it up, give it
Give it
up.
up for him. All the way from New Orleans.
Give it up for Elec and friends. That's good stuff. Okay, guys, we've got another. Are you guys having fun tonight? I can't hear you. Are you guys having fun tonight? Yes. Okay. We're going to take it down for a second. We've got an amazing speaker who's going to be joining us here in just a moment. I think he's here. I see him. I see him back there. Very excited about this. I heard a story about this next person and how O.U.R would not be possible without this next person who really helped spearhead one of the first missions that Tim did. He needed the funding to go in and take some men to go rescue some kids, and this was the guy who really helped spearhead that. So we've got a video to introduce our next speaker right now.
Him as an author, and we became friends, and I didn't know that he had this secret double life, but I was coming into town and he was in town, and he said, "Hey, do you mind if we meet and talk?" I said, "Sure." And he reached under his shirt and he pulled a federal badge out on the chain, and he sat there. He looked at everybody and said, "Am I in trouble?"
Wanting the world to wake up to what's going on in 2 million children are sex slaves. It's the fastest growing criminal enterprise in the world.
And he explained what he was doing, and he had a way that we could really make an impact, but they needed $1 million to start. And I said, "I'm in. We'll raise your first $1 million."
Give it up for Mr. Glenn Beck!
How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, brother.
Well, hello. Thank you for coming. It's really weird for me to be here because everybody was having a good time, and my staff always tells me, "Glenn, the party always starts the moment you leave." So I'm thrilled to be here and to speak to you about what you're doing. And I want to give you a little perspective. Do we have the table? Can we put the table out? I just want to give you a little perspective of what you're doing. First of all, I want you to stand up for a second. I just want you to introduce yourself to somebody that you don't know around you. Just shake each other's hands and just introduce yourself to them. Learn their name and remember their name. All right. I could do this anywhere, but in Utah, you're going to start making quilts and Jell-O. Just learn each other's name. And here's what I want to tell you. What you've just done is you have shook hands with the next Frederick Douglass, or the next Abraham Lincoln, or the next person that is going to free people again, that you spend your life freeing people. You are so fortunate today because you're wide awake. The problem is right now in our country and in the world, nobody is awake somehow or another. We all chose to be here. We're all supposed to be here, and we're all brothers and sisters. We already passed one test. That's why we're here. And so many of our brothers and sisters have fallen asleep. There is nothing more powerful. There is nothing than we could do that would better serve God than to serve our fellow man. And there is nothing the Lord would look on kindly, protect, support, than freeing children who are in danger. Right now, the world has gone in through darkness in many periods, and history doesn't just repeat itself. It is repeating itself right now. Right now, there are 40 million people in slavery. 40 million. Right now, we are arguing back and forth with each other about the past here in America. And we should own up to our mistakes of the past. But that does nothing for the 40 million that are enslaved today. While we're sitting here talking and yelling at each other and dividing ourselves, in 400 years, the 400-year period of the Atlantic slave trade, there were only 12 million that were enslaved. Over a 400-year period. Today, tonight, 40 million people are feeling that they have been forgotten, are alone, are afraid. Children as 6, I have been with them on some of these missions. I have been to Bangkok. I have been to Mexico City. I've been to Haiti with them. Children being sold. Imagine being in a place where you've just been taken. You may not even speak the language. You're 7. And all you know is you're afraid of the person who is going to come to get you. How alone they must feel. I met a woman from China. She was at a friend's house over Christmas. She was a slave, and she had been freed. She escaped from the camp. She was a slave because she was a Christian. And she escaped from the camp, and she got help and smuggled her out. It was through a church. At Christmas time, she happened to be over at my friend's house. And everybody was getting together, and they were just going to decorate the tree, and they were just going to have a regular, nice Christmas. Her job was to untangle the lights. Everybody had a job, and hers was to untangle the lights. Pretty soon my friend looked over, and she was hunched over the box, and she was crying. And he went over and said, "Are you okay? What's wrong?" She said, "When I was a slave, when I was in prison, my job was to make these lights. I was in prison because I believe in Jesus Christ. But I made the Christmas lights that I couldn't celebrate with, but you had." She was finally free. When my wife and I went to Mexico City, we met these 3 amazing women, just truly remarkable women. They were the strongest women I have ever met. I have met presidents, I have met prime ministers, I have met the great leaders of almost every church. And I'm telling you, I have never met anyone as impressive as these women. One of them, named Maria, she was a slave. And when I say she was a slave, I mean the old-timey kind of slave. She had scars on her neck where she had been chained for over a year. when, I don't know if you remember that picture from the Civil War of the black man who was a slave here in America, and he was sitting on the chair and you could see the scars on his back. That was Maria. And I did an interview with her, and we had to have a translator. And I wanted to end the segment with her saying something hopeful. And so I said, Maria, I'd like you to say, my name is Maria, and I was a slave. And then hold up this blank piece of paper and say, but that's not who I am. I am the author of my story. She said, I won't do it. And I asked the translator, did you get that right? Why won't she do it? She looked at me and she said, others called me a slave, but here I was never a slave. I was always free. My wife and I were so moved by these women who are now unbelievable entrepreneurs, and they've just changed their lives. We were with them the week we started to tear down the statues, and we happened to be in Mexico City, so we hadn't heard anything about it. And we land back here in America, and there was a bunch of Americans who were oppressed by a statue. I was just with free women who were whipped, who were burned, who were chained, and they weren't oppressed even while that was being done. Everything we do is a choice. These are from American slaves. This is from about 1850. This was something that you would have on your leg if you were known to be a runner. The idea of slavery is more ugly than you can imagine. That's why we don't talk about it. That's why it is so hard. That's why if you've talked about this with your friends, I guarantee if it hasn't happened to you yet, somebody will say, I can't talk about that. I don't want to know about that. Because it's true and it's ugly. But God will not hold us blameless. We know about it. We know now, and yet we go and we buy our iPhones that are made by Uyghur slaves, that are made by people in concentration camps. We have turned things off, and it's normal because we're humans. But I want you to know, you are Frederick Douglass. You are Dietrich Bonhoeffer. You are Oskar Schindler. You are awake, and you are going to finish the job of Abraham Lincoln. I am absolutely convinced, because I've been with Tim Ballard for, I don't know, a decade. And that's true. When he said, Glenn, I have an idea, I want to talk to you about something. I thought he was a writer. I had no idea who he was. I knew he was an author of a book. And he said, you're coming to Salt Lake, would you meet me at the Grand America? And I thought, okay, I'll just meet you in your hotel room or something. It was just going to be the two of us talking. And he said, no, I've got a conference room if you just come. Well, I walk into the conference room, and it's a table full of people, all in suits. And Tim says to me, I'm not who you think I am. And I said, okay. And he said, I need to tell you the truth. And he pulls a badge out from under his shirt, and it's on his chain, and it's a Department of Homeland Security badge. And I said, am I in trouble? And he said, no, I want to tell you the truth. I've been working undercover for a very long time, and I can't do it anymore because there are too many people. The government has too many restrictions, and we're leaving people out and behind, and I can't leave anyone behind again. I knew at that time, I said to him 10 years ago, this is it. This is the thing that can bring us back together. This is the thing that can bring the whole world together. Because if you don't answer immediately when I say, I mean, you think slavery is wrong and should be stopped, right? If you say, well, now, I don't know who you are. I don't want to know who you are. Everyone agrees that slavery is wrong. It is one of the only things that we have left that is a self-evident truth. Freedom of speech, there's a lot of people that don't believe that's self-evident anymore. That man should be free or be able to defend himself, or freedom of the press. They don't know anymore. But slavery is clear. I can't thank you enough for just being awake, because you will change the course. We are headed for really different, this is where I become fun at parties. We are headed for really difficult, trying times. And being awake is a superpower. When my kids were teenagers, I took them on vacation and we went to Poland, to Auschwitz. And like my wife always says, that wasn't a vacation, honey. But we went to Auschwitz because before we went on vacation, I had them read a story of someone who was the righteous among the nations. Those were the people that saved Jews. And they had to pick somebody, anybody, that had risked their lives for others. And I told them, we're going to go here because I fear these kinds of things could happen again, and we'll only be a help if we can know what we want to be and do before it happens. Because once it's happening, you're going to make the wrong decision. You have to know before. So we went. I talked to a woman, Paulina. She was in her 80s. She was one of the righteous of the nations. At 16 years old, she started to hide Jews. And I asked her, after she talked to my children, I asked her, I know that this is in all of us. I know this. We know that it's right, and the tree of righteousness is in all of us. What do? How can I help water it? And she said to me, you misunderstand. The righteous didn't suddenly become righteous. They just refused to go over the cliff with the rest of humanity. That's why it's important that you are awake. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to do anything brave. You don't have to do anything new. You just have to remember what you grew up being taught. That we're all the same. That we're all equal. That slavery is wrong. You're awake. Stay awake. And just try to wake up one more brother or sister, and let's go change the world. God bless you.
Everybody give it up for Glenn Beck! Give it up, everybody. Are you guys having fun tonight? I feel like I have to ask that twice every time because it's kind of like, yeah. Are you guys having fun tonight? I like it. I like it. This part of our program, we've got a very special section where we've got some awards. So I'm going to bring up Tim and Roosevelt to talk about what these awards are and share a little bit more. So let's bring up Tim and Roosevelt. Give yourselves a round of applause for Tim and Roosevelt.
Thank you, Louis. So we want to honor 3 people tonight who have done a tremendous job in fighting human trafficking, are still in the fight. And these 3 people are Senator Mike Lee, Congressman John Curtis, and the Attorney General of Alaska, Treg Taylor. Before I bring Treg up, Mike Lee and John tried their hardest. There's an infrastructure bill in D.C. They couldn't get away. They needed to stay for votes. They were supposed to be here, but we got Mike Lee with a message, and let's roll that.
Thanks so much for all you do at Operation Underground Railroad to combat human trafficking. I'm constantly reminded of the importance of your work. Every time I've visited the border, as I've done several times recently, I see the sheer volume of human trafficking as it's hitting our country. We've got international drug cartels profiting to the tune of billions of dollars, simply taking human beings from one part of the world to another, subjecting them to untold horrors and massive, shameful exploitation in the process. It's important always that we have a system of laws that we adhere to, and that we make sure that this process is something that we can weed out after we've identified it, and that we can put an end to it. We couldn't do that through the law alone if we didn't have concerned citizens like you who are willing to do their part and willing to take an active leading role in making sure that people are brought to justice. So thanks for all you do. I wish I could be there with you this evening tonight, but I appreciate nonetheless the opportunity to visit with you by video.
Senator Lee has worked with us on several initiatives, including helping us get survivors recently rescued into the United States, helping us get visas for them. He's helped us with legislation. John Curtis, we had a very important piece of legislation that was going to create an entire White House council to fight human trafficking. It was Congressman John Curtis who got that bill across the goal line for us. So we're so grateful for the support we have from our delegation back in Washington, D.C. And I recently had the opportunity to meet an amazing individual, the Attorney General of Alaska, Treg Taylor, recently appointed to this position and came to recognize that he inherited a situation in Alaska where they were ranked last, literally number 50, in the fight against child trafficking and the exploitation of children. And we were so honored that he flew to Utah, gave us a call and sat down and said, help us, what can we do to change this in Alaska? And we are so excited to announce this partnership. I'll let General Taylor tell you more about it. General Taylor, please come to the stage.
Tim. Oh, thank you so much. You know, the real rock star up here is Tim Ballard, right? My journey in sex trafficking, domestic violence, sex assault is new. Tim has been in the trenches, in the battles, and for many years now. And he's been shining a light on an issue that is conveniently ignored by a large portion of our society. So thank you, Tim. An amazing job. We're proud to form a partnership with O.U.R. to combat those issues that we face in Alaska. When I became AG, it was a new issue. I wanted to make sure that what we were doing in Alaska was the most effective things. And so I kept asking around, who's the expert on these issues? And everybody pointed me towards O.U.R. and Tim Ballard. And I was in Utah, and he was nice enough to meet with me, and it was amazing. You know, he sat me down and says, tell me about your problems in Alaska. I went through the problems, the various things that we have. You know, we're a big state. Most of our communities are not on the road system. You have to fly in, take a boat. Snow machine in the winter is a good way to get around up in those villages. A lot of those villages do not have law enforcement there. So we face some large challenges in there. And after describing this to Tim, he looked at me and says, we're with you. Let me know what you need. And that was always have a warm spot in my heart. Thank you for that, because we do need support and we do need that expertise. And thank you for leading the way on this issue. Utah, let's give a hand up for Tim Ballard. Yeah. So Utah is a special place in my heart because it's where I met my dear wife, who is a constant motivator for me. And so I love you. I appreciate this state. And I'm so glad that you're here to share this moment, to be energized, to raise your voices, to get involved. You know, if we rise up, we raise our voices, we combine our resources, and we put our heads together on this issue, we can make a difference. You know, I told the Alaska legislature when I was going through the confirmation hearings that this was an issue that weighed very heavily on me. And I also indicated that until Alaska dealt with this scourge in our society, that we were not going to move forward on a state. And I sincerely believe that. So thanks, Tim. Thanks, O.U.R, for being in the trenches on this issue. And so glad to be a partner with you.
Thank you so much, General Taylor. Thank you. So, one of our very first rescue operations, I won't get into all the details. How many of you out there have seen the documentary called Operation Two Saint? Oh, awesome. So if you haven't seen it, go to Amazon or YouTube and go check it out. It tells the story of one of our very first rescue operations where we, working with the Haitian police, infiltrated a false orphanage that was selling children. And in the end, we were able to liberate these 28 kids, and 2 of them, a brother and sister, who really connected to me, we ended up adopting them. In fact, I went that night after the operation, told Catherine all about what had happened, and about these 2 kids that were so beautiful, and how this little girl was protecting her little brother from these traffickers, and just what a blessing it was to be a small part in getting them out. And my wife said to me, and you'll meet her later on, she'll come on the stage, she said, "That is the coolest story. I want to be their mother." And I thought that was maybe a figurative kind of statement. And then she made it very clear that she wanted that to be a very literal statement. She wanted to be their mother. And so we started working on an adoption. We brought the kids home. We're going to talk more about that and what that led to. The kids are home now. They're awesome. They're loving their lives, and they are the constant reminder to me, because I know the trajectory of their lives, what it would have been, and I know what it is now. And I think of the millions of children now in that trajectory towards bad, and what can we do? And we'll talk more about that. But on a recent operation, I was just a couple months back, we were doing some undercover work in a new country we were in, and on a little break between the operation, I pulled my phone out to check my social media to see what was posted. We have other people who do that for us, and I see this video that no one told me was going to be posted. No one told me it was being produced. It was this beautiful music video by Rosevelt, who we worked with in the past, and I sat here and watched this thing and just broke down and just sobbed as she told the story of children who need adopting. And the video included imagery of my own children. And I'm so excited to share with you what I experienced as she performs live this song with the music video playing. But before we do that, Roosevelt, what inspired you to perform this song and make the music video? What was it?
Well, first of all, I just wanted to say thank you for having me, and thank you guys all for coming out tonight and rising up for these innocent children. You know, the song My Own really has a place in my heart of just knowing that these kids a lot of kids don't have homes. And I just want to say thank you to you and Catherine for opening your home up to these 2 beautiful children, and all of you parents out there who have adopted or are in the process of doing it. Thank you so much. And it's really sad to think about, like, when you see these videos of these children and hear what's going on, you know that you just can't do nothing about it. At least I'm like, I want to use my voice for good, and this is what I'm deciding to do, and I just love Operation Underground Railroad, and I'm excited to share this song with you guys.
Excellent. Roosevelt, thank you so much. Everyone put your hands together for Roosevelt.
Thank you. I don't walk the way you walk, and your smile is not my smile, and your hair that's okay, that's alright, 'cause you're everywhere inside me. The flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone, but you are heart of my heart and soul of my soul, but you are my own. Take the worry from your mind, 'cause I know God made you more mine than the color of brown in my eyes. You had a choice, you had a life, and still you gave me mine. Need the flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone, but you are heart of my heart and soul of my soul, but you are my own. Whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you for now. Thank you for then, and all you've ever been, and all you've ever been, 'cause you had a choice, and you had a life, and still you gave me mine. Neither flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone, but you are heart of my heart and soul of my soul, but you are flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone, you are heart of my heart now, soul of my soul, yeah. You are my own.
Hi, this is my little baby sister. She's my cutie, right? She's actually mine. So, I'm wondering if you want to hug her?
Everybody, Roosevelt.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited to get the Scooter Brown Band up here. I don't want to take too much time, but I do want to give you a little update about what we've been doing at O.U.R. We've had tremendous growth in the last 10 months. We've gone from 30 employees to 90 employees. We've hired new country directors in Mexico, in the Caribbean, Middle East, Africa, Europe, which I didn't know that we would ever get into Europe. We're in Europe now, and we have an amazing team in Asia, Thailand, a 15-man full-time team. These are working regularly with 3 different federal agencies and doing several operations, multiple every month with our digital forensic capability. So we're very excited about our growth. We are positioned now to do more than we've ever been able to do in as much as our reach. Our reach has gotten so long and so effective. And so we just keep watching us, keep supporting us as we infiltrate the entire world and find where these kids are. And I'll say this, something that makes us unique, I believe, and I think it contributes to our success and why so many of you want to support us, is we love doing the education, we love doing the awareness, the prevention work, but where we are unique is that we go into the darkest places. Wherever the kids are, we will go there. We go to countries that most people say, do not go. That's crazy that you're there. Between Operation Underground Railroad and the Nazarene Fund, which Glenn Beck founded and I'm currently the CEO of, and between O.U.R and TNF, we are everywhere, and we will continue to do that. I'm especially, thank you. I'm especially grateful for our domestic team. We have grown our domestic team quite a bit. People say, why are you only working overseas? Well, that's not true. It's never been true. We've been working in the United States as well and growing tremendously. Where's J.C. Holt? J.C., just wave wherever you are. He's not here anymore. He's our director of law enforcement, our domestic work. We are providing amazing tools all throughout the United States. A lot of high-tech equipment, digital forensic tools. One of my favorite tools that we have are canine units. Who's heard of our canine units? We support the training of canine dogs that, like bomb-sniffing dogs or drug-sniffing dogs, these dogs sniff out digital media. They can find SD cards this big and thumb drives. Pedophiles hide this in their house, and when law enforcement goes in, it can be very difficult to find that evidence. But sometimes it's that evidence that's the only piece, the only clue as to where a child might be who's being hurt. So these dogs are absolute heroes. And we have about 20 already, and we plan to double, quadruple that number until every jurisdiction in this country has all the tools and technology that they need. Something else I'd like to address with all of you. Many of you sit here and ask, what can I do? What can I do? Well, of course, we are a nonprofit. We always take donations and that kind of support. But there's something else equally, if not more important, and that is to open your mouth, to make this loud. This is what we call it's the Get Loud concert. If you consider how many children, it's estimated 2 million children in the commercial sex trade. If you add organ harvesting, if you add slave labor, those kids are up to, it's up to 10 million. If you add the adults, we're closer to 30 million people in slavery today. How do you end that? We love the Underground Railroad of the 19th century. We try to emulate the Underground Railroad, where they would go in and infiltrate. And if we just rescued one child, and that's all we've ever done, it would have been worth it. But statistically speaking, that's really just a drop in the bucket. Not to minimize that, because like I said, the one is worth it. But how do we make a bigger dent? How do we actually eradicate it? Well, we have a historical precedent. It's been done before. There was a time in this country that slavery existed for 300 plus years. How did it end, the legalized form? Because it never actually ended, but how did the legalized form of slavery end? What happened was during the 19th century, for some reason, it took 300 years, but a group of inspired people got together. Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, Harriet Beecher Stowe, Sojourner Truth, the abolitionist movement, and they got loud. They did concerts, kind of like this. Groups met, they got loud, and then they got louder. Then they got so loud that it reached the ears of leaders like President Abraham Lincoln. When he came into the White House, he had no desire and expressed his intent not to eradicate slavery where it existed. He didn't want it to move and grow, but he wasn't about to do that. And the abolitionist voice by 1862 got too loud, and he had to react. And he changed the purpose of the Civil War and made it about liberating the captive. And when he met Harriet Beecher Stowe for the first time, who had written that book, Uncle Tom's Cabin, which maybe did more than anything at that time to spread awareness and shine a light into the darkness that was slavery, when he met her in the White House during the Civil War, he said to her, "So you're the lady that wrote the book that started this war." Even he recognized that it is the people who are willing to get loud, the storytellers, the bloggers, the influencers. This is why we've invited so many influencers to be here and asked them to get loud with us. That's why we chose Lewis Howes, who has an amazing online presence, to get here and get loud with us. And Glenn Beck and others. That's what will end this, is telling the stories. And I'm excited to show something to you that hasn't been widely broadcast, but recently we were able to acquire some of the footage, a lot of the footage, basically our first 15 operations between 2014 and 15. That was all filmed, and we recently acquired that. And many of you have seen Operation Two Saint, but an operation that preceded that, an operation that was the basis for a feature film starring Jim Caviezel and Mira Sorvino, which will come out probably next year. That was a big operation we did in Colombia that we called Triple Take. And this documentary has not been released, but it has already won 3 Emmys and 2 Tellys, and it will probably be released in the next couple months. And I would like to show you the trailer so you can get excited. I can't tell you where it's going to be released yet because we don't know, but here's the trailer to Triple Take.
Every country has its own clique of sex tourists that goes there. Everybody wants to provide you with girls here because that's how they make money. I've been doing this 13 years. I've rescued over 3,000 children, and I'm an operator.
2 million children are trapped in slavery in America and around the world. I don't think there's anything more important than this.
Seriously, minors, I got one 13, between 13 and 16 years old. I got guys who got 10, 12.
So that's where it started.
I would like to introduce you to Operation Underground Railroad, former Navy SEALs, former Rangers that will go in and rescue the children, as many as we possibly can.
I was working as a special agent for the U.S. government when they sent me to Colombia to do a training, and I just felt like overcome, like let's find children and let's rescue them at the end.
We were going to do a sex party in Colombia with a dozen kids at the most. At least that was our cover story. As we started to find out the size of this organization, we realized there were far more kids than that.
How many girls can you bring? 50. Good.
We knew it was going to be big, but this became epic.
Eduardo, mucho gusto. Hola muchachas, ¿cuántos años tienen ustedes? Dale.
Yo no he hablado. Le dije $1,000.
O más. This operation is going to rock Colombia, and once that shakes, we're going to scare any other trafficker. We've got to tie them all up. Thank you so much, and I appreciate your support when this comes out. We will continue to tell the stories of our efforts and the efforts of others to fight this. If you can believe it, there are people out there who would mock us and point at us, oh, you're just trying to be famous, you're trying to do this and that. And you know what? We don't care about that. We owe it to these children who are in slavery, these women who are in slavery, to tell these stories. Because I know from history that telling the story leads to the rescue of people. And so thank you for supporting us in our efforts to tell these stories and continue to get loud, notwithstanding those with other agendas that would put obstacles in our way to rescue children, which is absolutely insane to me. But we will be louder than them for these children. So thank you so much for your support in that. And again, we were recently on an operation. I can't give you the place, but I just want to set the scene again for you so you understand what it is we do. We do so many things in so many countries. But I personally was on an operation very recently where we had infiltrated a group of traffickers that had children. And these children were as young as 6 years old. We know this because the traffickers brought them to us, showed them pictures, showed us these kids live to us. And on one of our first meets, which was an undercover meet, this trafficker shows up with the police, the local police. These police are in marked units with their lights on. And I thought it was a blue on blue, like, oh no, we're both thinking each others are the bad guys. And no, it wasn't. What was happening was the traffickers had these local police on payroll, and they were providing security for the traffickers to sell children. And it hit me in that moment. I thought of these kids. The only hope they have to escape and to be liberated, the only hope is actually sitting on the other side of the fight. The only hope is actually supporting those predators and traffickers who are trying to sell these children. And that's why I am proud to say that Operation Underground Railroad, we are an interventionist group. We are not only in awareness and education, like I said, we go to the darkness. We're not a vigilante group. We always go with law enforcement. In this case, we found the federal law enforcement who is outside, and they will come in and end up arresting the traffickers and the corrupt police. But we are an interventionist group. People will try to trick you and make you sound like somehow that's not the right way to do it. You tell that to the kids that we pull out. That's not the right way to do it. We will go to them, we will find them, and we will pull them out. And so thank you for your support. Now, I told a story before Roosevelt took the stage about the children that we were able to adopt, 2 kids that, as you watch the documentary, you can learn more about them. And when we got those kids home, we started recognizing something. Every country we went to, especially high trafficking countries, if these children are in an orphanage in a high trafficking country, the chances of them being sexually abused, trafficked, assaulted, anecdotally speaking, I don't have any studies on this, I'd say it's north of 90% chance. And so Catherine and I were talking about this, and we said, we've got to get them out of this situation. I mean, hopefully these countries can change their system, move away from the dangerous orphanage system and get into more of a foster care and other things. In the meantime, these kids are vulnerable. How do we get them out? And thus was born a project of Operation Underground Railroad that was founded by my wife, Catherine, called CNF, Children Need Families. And to date, we've been able to place grants for over 110 children to come home. Oh, and here she is. So I'm going to let Catherine explain to you what Children Need Families is, why she founded it, and what we're doing now.
Wow, it's amazing to see all you guys. We're so grateful for your support. We would be nothing without all of you. So I just want to start out by saying thank you so, so much. Yeah, as Tim said, we saw a need. Adoption is so important. And that's coming from someone that never thought that they would adopt. I had 6 awesome kids, and I thought, I feel fulfilled. And then Tim was in this operation, and these 2 children came into our lives and into our hearts, and it was just, of course, we are bringing these children into our family. And it was a super long process, and it was heartbreaking and frustrating and lots of different emotions. But finally, after almost 3.5 years, we were able to bring them home. And now I've become a major advocate for adoption. Like, it's such a solution to such a humongous problem. like Tim was saying, there are children that need a family. Well, then let's give them a family. It seems like such an obvious solution. And unfortunately, it's super duper expensive. And usually the people that are in the position to bring children into their homes, they're younger families, not quite fully established, and it's difficult to come up with $20,000 to $60,000 depending on where you're adopting from. And that's when we were like, well, we could help with that, because we know a lot of really great people that maybe are past the stage of being able to adopt personally, but they can give and they can support that. And that is essentially what Children Need Families does. We help fund adoption. And if you could be in my shoes and be able to present these grants to these young families who sometimes are going into second mortgages, we helped a family adopt who had sold their wedding rings so that they could help pay for their adoption. And that opportunity, right, that sacrifice, can you believe that? The opportunity to go in and say, you've got a good road ahead of you. Adoption's not a piece of cake. It has its own little challenges. But to be able to go in and say, we can take care of this problem. We can fund this. We can help you fund this. And that's because of you guys. That's because of your donations. So give everyone a round of applause. Thank you, thank you. From all the people that we've helped, from the, is it 85 families?
85 families, I think, and about 113 kids. So there's 85 families who we have given grants to, and some adopted more than one. So the total, I believe, is 113.
I think it's like 117. It's something plus, 100 plus. So anyway, we're so excited about that. We're just getting going, and we can do so much together. And I just want to remind you that children need families. And if that plucks at any of your heartstrings, then get onto O.U.R., find my organization, Children Need Families, and get started. But I want to also, at this time, I want to introduce a new collaboration that we have just started with an organization called RODS. And we have a video for that.
Hey guys, I'm super excited to introduce you to an organization founded by Andrea and Brady Murray. And what this foundation does is finds adoptive homes for Down syndrome children. As most of you know, Operation Underground Railroad has a project called Children Need Families, which is founded by my wife and co-founder of O.U.R, Catherine.
So I'm happy to announce that we are partnering with this organization. We are pledging $1 million to helping these children find homes.
We have 2 children that have Down syndrome, and so we totally recognize that these children need families, but at the end of the day, it's the family that's going to benefit more than the child by being able to really utilize that superpower that they have to be able to love unconditionally and be able to just give joy to the world.
Adoption has been a huge part of our lives, and as we have gone through those experiences of having these children come into our home and seeing how they have integrated into our family and the light that they have brought into our family, we've just become really passionate about sharing that with others, about helping others to recognize what Brady refers to as these children's superpower, but recognize their special talents and abilities.
We recently worked with all of our adoption agencies, and were able to create a list of every child that we could identify in the entire world that has Down syndrome, that is eligible and ready to be able to be adopted. And we came up with 491 children right now that are adoption eligible and ready to be adopted throughout the world.
We're here to help people to feel confident in making that choice and that decision and progressing on that path forward.
We believe that everybody is called to do something. We'd encourage you to reach out to us, allow us to be able to take you step by step down this journey. Because right now there's 491 children that would bless the lives of families throughout this nation. And that's ultimately the purpose of our mission, is to inspire families to answer that call to adopt these children.
So I know that a bunch of people right now are saying, they're raising their hands. Of course I'll take these kids in. How do they do it?
Next step would be to go to rods.org, rods.org, and you'll be able to see all the information that you need. You'll be able to see all the children that are there, that are available. You'll be able to see their picture, a profile about them, and you'll be able to know exactly what child you're called to adopt.
Well, everyone, search your heart and see if you have it in you to participate in this amazing, life-changing experience.
So like that says, we are so excited to work with them, and that $1 million pledge goes to help fund these Down syndrome adoptions. And I'm gonna really tug at your heartstrings now, and something that I was not aware of, because it's incomprehensible. In a lot of countries, specifically the Eastern Bloc, some Asian countries, if a child is born Down syndrome, they are immediately placed for adoption. The parents don't even leave the hospital with these precious children. And then they are in an orphanage for just a few years before they get too difficult. It's about when they're 6 years old. And then after that, they're kicked out and they're institutionalized, where life gets really difficult for any child, but especially a child as innocent as a Down syndrome child. And so to find this organization that focuses primarily on those children, and like they said, there are 491 right now. And you can go and you can see their pictures, and you can see their stories and everything about them. And I would encourage you. So now, this is what we've done. We've partnered with them, or collaborated. That's the word I'm supposed to use. We've collaborated with them. And now we need to find families. So we are putting that out there. All of you, look into your hearts and see if this is something that would bless your life as you bless these children. And please get on to O.U.R, rescue.org, see Children Need Families, and see how you can get involved. Thank you so much.
Guys, hold up a second. Give it up for both of them real quick.
Yeah.
Give it up. Angels, heroes, leaders. Give it up.
Yeah.
So I have a question, Catherine. How much does it cost if someone wants to donate to help place a child at a safe, loving home? What's that look like? How can we get involved? What's the price?
Well, the average amount is usually around $20,000 per child.
And so what happens with the $20,000?
Most of that money, and this is a really good question, because some people get really upset about the amount. And here at O.U.R and Children Need Families, we don't care about the amount. That's just money. We care about the time it takes, and that's worth trying to fix. And if any of you are in a position to fix that, let's work on that. Most of the money goes to the orphanages, and it goes to feed all the children that they have. And so it's a worthy cost. The money's not the issue, but it goes mostly to there's fees, there's things like that, but it's mostly to the orphanages.
To the orphanages, but also is it with visas also to get them out? And
yeah, all the legal documents. It doesn't pay for travel, but usually CNF gives them travel vouchers to help pay for that. Sometimes they have to live, like in Brazil, you have to live in the country for 2 months. I think it's 2 months. 1 month, 2 months. It's a long time. Before you can bring the child home. So there's just a lot of expenses. The bulk of it goes to the orphanages.
Okay, awesome. I would love for us to rally together and see if anyone would be interested in supporting for a $20,000 donation on this to really support this. I think Would you say how many kids right now? 400 and something right now?
491 right now Down syndrome children that need to be adopted like now.
Before they turn 6. Once they turn 6, a lot of them are gone.
Before they turn 6. So we need 20,000 per kid. Is that right? So what I'd love to do right now is see who's interested in really supporting this mission, this cause, and being in service and making a donation. So I'd love to see. Elec, are you down to help me?
I'm down. I'm
see
down.
Who's down to help and
I'm ready.
open their hearts and
I'm ready.
give a helping hand?
I'm ready.
I'm curious. Raise your hand if you want to. Oh, he's jumping up, my man.
Yeah.
I like it. If you want to support, if you want to, we got another hand over here.
Hey!
If you want to make a $20,000 donation, raise your hand. We got another hand over here.
Hey, come on.
Anyone who wants to make a donation of $20,000, come around. I want to speak to you for a second, so come around. Come up on stage quickly. Yes, if you're raising your hand, come
they'll
up.
help him.
Whoever's over here, come up. Raise your hand again really quick if you're interested in making a $20,000 donation and you want to support this cause. I'm looking over here, too. I'm not neglecting anyone.
She raised her hand. There's one more right there. There we go.
Where?
I want to hear some support out here. These are pledging some huge amounts.
Come on.
There you go.
Come on. Come on.
Anyone want 20,000? Want to support? How about this? How about this? What do we have? 3 or 4 people at 20,000? Come up on stage real quick.
Come up on stage right here. Opening right here. Are they coming around?
How about this? Who would like to find a friend and do 10,000 each and say we're going to join forces? Who wants to do a friends and family come together, 10,000 each? I'm curious. Raise your hand if you're interested. Oh, we got people up here already. Okay, raise your hand at 10,000 if you're interested. Just tap on your neighbor right now and say, hey, let's do this together. Let's make an impact together. Let's go. Tap your friend and say, let's do this. Anyone at 10,000? Anyone at 5,000? Anyone at 5,000? Anyone over here at 5,000? Who wants to join with me? Who wants to donate with me? I know you guys want to donate with me. Who's going to join? Who will join me at 20,000? I'll match anyone who raises their hand at 20,000 right now. The next person that raises their hand at a 20,000, I'm matching 20,000. Does that work for you, Tim? Who wants to raise their hand for 20,000 and match with me? Elec,
come on, y'all.
Elec, you to join me?
Hey, come on now. You know what?
Are you guys raising your hand over here? Who's raising their hand? Anyone? Oh, okay. Say hi.
Hi. Cooper. Cooper.
Cooper.
What are you grateful for today?
MC.
What are you grateful for?
Sing.
Tim.
Yeah, sing.
Tim.
Give it up for Tim, y'all.
I said, what are you grateful for? He's grateful for Tim. I love it. Good to see you. Who's here making donations? Come up here. What's your name?
Name's David.
David, you're making a donation at what, 20,000?
No.
More?
No.
What are you making a donation at?
All the cash in my wallet.
All the cash in your wallet. How much is that? 100,000?
A little less. I got to count it.
Okay, awesome. We appreciate it. Why do you want to make a donation?
I love this mission. It's all that matters to me.
Love it. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for him real quick.
Oh, Lewis, we got some more coming up.
He's the father of Cooper. He is the founder of Rods.
Okay, cool.
Super quick. This is Cooper. Cooper was abandoned on a street corner in China when they guesstimate he was 6 months old. He was found on a busy street corner in the morning, and they took him to an orphanage, and that's where he was from when he was 6 months old, right before he was about to age out and get transferred to an adult mental institution. Because of Rods and because of your donations, we were able to go and rescue Cooper. And now he's here paying it forward. And so your donation makes it so his little brothers and sisters in China and all over the country can be here next year. So thank you.
Hey! Cooper! Give it up for Cooper!
Cooper! Cooper! Cooper! Cooper! Look at it.
Everybody, if you didn't recognize Brady, this is Brady who you saw earlier. He's the founder, along with his wife Andrea, of Rods, and Cooper is his son. So just want to make sure you guys put a face to the name, rods.org, to get more involved.
Love that. Love that. Thank you, guys.
Cooper!
Thank you. Are you making a donation? Yes,
sir.
What's your name?
Aaron Chapman.
Aaron Chapman. How much are you donating for this?
Oh, we're throwing 20 grand out of my company.
20,000 he's throwing at this. I love it. Give it up. Give it up. Yeah! Yeah! What's your name?
Jenny Evans.
Jenny Evans. How much are you donating?
20,000.
20,000. Give it up for Jenny Evans! I need like a drum solo for each person. I need like a drum solo or something.
Come on, Sledge. Come on, Sledge.
We're getting loud tonight. Yeah! Hey! What's your name? What's your name?
Alicia Brenton.
Alicia, how much you donated tonight?
20,000. My husband okays more.
Oh, wait a minute. She said 20,000 unless my husband okays more. Where's your husband?
At home with the kids.
At home with the kids. Call him right now. Let's FaceTime him. Get him on FaceTime. I'll bring it right back. We're getting 40,000 tonight. Let's get it. Okay. What's your name?
Patty Welch.
Patty Welsh. How much are you donating?
I'm going to donate 20.
20,000! Drum solo!
Oh, yes.
What's his name? Taylor. Everyone is staring at you right now, Taylor. Taylor, your wife just said she's making an amazing donation for 20,000. Unless you want to open it up for more. No pressure, right, everyone? No pressure.
Hey!
No pressure. Seriously, no pressure, but are you open to do more? I'm gonna put the mic up. How much? She's already offered 20. How much more would you like to go? I'm gonna put the mic up.
Let's round it off at 25.
25,000! Epic drum solo! Yeah! What? You're with her. Okay. What's your name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, how much you donating tonight?
The big 2-0.
20,000! Drum solo!
Hey, Lewis, hold on. And this is, it's all from the heart. It don't matter what you do as long as you give, right?
There you go.
God said, this young man right here, raise your hand, sir. Right there, this young man came up to the stage and handed me 4 20s, y'all, 80 bucks. Hey, still clap
Give
for
it
that,
up.
y'all.
Give it up. Give it up. Anyone else? Anyone else? Is this a hand up or is this just your phone taking a video? Don't put your hand up unless you're serious. Oh, you're bringing money. Oh, someone go grab his money. Elec, go grab his money.
Hold on, okay. Oh,
Go over there. He's got some money. Take the mic.
Here I come for the money. Here I come for
And also,
the money.
Elec, while you're going over there, you guys can make a donation of $1. You can go on right now, over here, text Get Loud to 51555 to join the fight, or you can scan it there. You can make a $1 donation. It's just about joining the cause and being of service. So $1, $5, whatever you want to give, we're all about it. 20 bucks, you can bring up cash. We got forms, whatever it is. $1 will make an impact. Someone was telling me recently about how $5 helped someone in a city sometime. I can't remember, but how $5 can help pay for something.
Hey, Lewis, I'm in the audience. I got you. Oh, she gave me her 10.
Oh, we got cash. Wait, everyone go grab the cash.
Here we go. I'm
Bring
right here.
your cash up.
Right here.
We'll take it.
Here we go. Thank you.
I just want to remind you that we are a grassroots movement, and I've never known the power of what the individual can do until we started O.U.R. We have some amazingly super duper generous people up here, but O.U.R. was made by the single one person each of you putting in your little bit. That's what's made us. So no amount is too small because together we are doing amazing things.
Amazing. Okay, we have a very special announcement. If you've got cash, bring it up. We promise we won't pocket it. I promise you. We're taking it. We're putting it right to donations. Okay. We need to bring it down a second. Keep it going, but bring it down. Keep it going, but bring it down. Keep it going, but bring it down. Keep it going. Okay. We have Bob here, right, Bob?
Yes, sir.
You're the CEO of what?
Goya Foods.
Goya Foods. Bob just came up. Bob came up and whispered a number in my ear, and I said, really? So Bob is going to make a donation, and when he shares his number, I want us to scream as loud as you can scream. So Bob, how much are you going to donate today?
Can I build it up a little bit?
Build it up more. Build it up.
I finally I have the incredible honor of meeting my hero tonight. I knew about Tim about 4 or 5 years ago with a friend of mine who's a producer of Eduardo Verástegui is the producer of this film, The Sound of Freedom, which is about this young man right here. And Jim Caviezel, you might know Jim from The Passion, played Tim, although Tim speaks Spanish much better than Jim.
I proved that backstage earlier, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
And our company, we've been in business 85 years, and we're a big family. We're around the United States, around the globe, and we just launched this thing called Goya Cares. Why? Because we were so moved by this movie and the story of this one man, this beautiful wife and family, that we needed to do something. We wanted to support the movie, and we also wanted to support causes that help these children. Like Glenn Beck said, this is the greatest slavery of our time. And we are all chosen by God for our beautiful life, and we are chosen to do something with it, to have a purpose. It's just amazing how one man, Tim, Catherine, his beautiful family can make a difference, and look where we are today. So we have to have a purpose in this life. This COVID has taken away our spirit, but we've got to rise up, and we want our Goya family is very proud to contribute today, and we're going to continue to do that to this wonderful mission and work of one man, one family, and the Goya family joins with you to raise up and to bring awareness to this horrible evil in our world. And so here's a check for $100,000.
Give it up for Bob, yeah! Epic drum solo! Epic drum solo!
And Lewis, can I add something? Bob, that's unbelievable. Goya, unbelievable. We had another donor, Anonymous, who just told us that he also wants to, he has $100,000 that he wants to match. So whatever comes in tonight, either on your phone or whatever, we will match up to $100,000 in addition to that. So guys, we can make a huge difference tonight. So thank you so much.
Who's got cash? Come grab the cash. If you got cash, bring it up. Tim, can you grab some of the cash from everyone? They all want to give you cash, Tim. Tim and Catherine.
I go down?
The people need you. Take their money. Take the donations. Let's be of service. Come on up if you guys want to say hi to Tim and Catherine real quick. Give some cash. We appreciate it. More cash. Bring it up. I see people just throwing cash. I like it. Cash, checks, Bitcoin. They'll take anything you got. Give it to them. They will take it and use it for good. We appreciate all of it. $1, $100,000, $1 million, whatever you want to give. We appreciate it. Give it up again for everyone on the stage making massive donations. Massive donations. Give it up for all of you who are just being here. Whether you're giving $1 or $50, we appreciate it very much. We are not finished. Oh, you got cash? Keep bringing up the cash. Oh, we got.
Look at that.
We got buckets of cash. Keep bringing it up.
Fill to the brim.
Keep bringing it up.
Fill to the brim.
No, don't give me that. Don't give me that money.
Here, right here, buddy. Put it right in the hat. There you go.
Put it in the hat.
Put it in the hat.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Come on up. Come on up. We got another quick donation. What's your name? What's your name?
Jenna Vanderelberg.
Jenna, did I hear you just lost your job?
Yeah. Yeah.
And why are you up here?
Because I want to donate, because it's a good cause. So I'm going to donate $1,000.
$1,000. Give it up for it. Drum solo. Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We just got all the kids up here. I like this. Supporting. I like it. You made a donation, right? What was your donation? $1,000.
$1,000.
Just 1,000. That's not just 1,000. That's amazing. Congratulations. Thank you. Amazing. Anyone else? If you want to come up, you can come up over here. Bring your cash. Go online. We appreciate it very much. Again, give it up one more time for everyone up here and all of you for being here to support in any way possible. We need one more epic drum solo. If you can give us something. Go all out for us.
Yeah. Once again, thank you for all your donations. Give yourselves a huge round of applause right now, ladies and gentlemen. Give yourselves a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You are helping somebody right now.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for being up here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, they want me to sing something?
Guys, we have incredible performers coming up. We've got incredible performers coming up. These guys are going to rock your faces off for the next 30, 45 minutes, maybe longer if you're screaming loud enough. We'll see how long they want to be here for you guys. It's going to be amazing. We got some more stuff after they're done, so make sure to stick around, dance, party, have some fun. If you want to keep handing cash up here, we'll take it. We appreciate you all. And I want to make sure you guys ready to go?
Wait, while they're getting set up, I got to do this one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. Lewis House, y'all. Come on now. Come on, y'all can do better than that. Please give it up for Mr. Lewis.
You're trying to be like me. Guys, give it up for Elec and his friends as well, doing an amazing job on the drums. They'll come back here in a little bit. But right now, we've got an incredible band, the Scooter Brown Band.
Till that midnight
anywhere that I am. Well, I'm the highwayman. I'm a desperado, rolling with a song on the wind. Don't need no one riding shotgun. Lonely is my best friend. Don't know where I'm going. Don't know when I'm coming back. Yeah, so catch me if you can, 'cause I'm the highwayman. Lord, and I can't slow down. Too far gone to turn around. Wheels keep on rolling, keep on keeping me free. I was born to live where that road and the rubber meets. I'm a black smokestack, white Cadillac, modern day drifter with a bullseye on my back. Yeah, so catch me if you can. You can call me the highwayman. Ooh, yeah, catch me if you can. 'Cause I'm the highwayman. Barely staying alive, I ain't making my rent, son, I'm losing my mind. Got bills to pay, got mouths to feed. Nobody around here is doing the thing. I've been working like hell, been working like a dog. Time to displace, time to move on. Living ain't living if you're down on your knees. Gotta break these chains if you wanna live free. And I'm so tired, yeah, I'm so tired of talking that talk and walking that wire. Yeah, I'm so tired, I might regret. Don't get out of here, this town will kill me, yeah. Man on the corner, Lordy, dealing them thrills. Sell your soul for a handful of pills. Devil in disguise, yeah, living off lies won't bring you down. Better open your eyes.
so tired, yeah, I'm so tired. I'm talking that talk, and I'm walking that wire. Yeah, I'm so tired. I might regret, don't get out of here. This town will kill me, yeah. Came making honest living on an honest man's wage, 60 hours a week and barely getting by. We weren't put on this earth, just work and die. Yeah, that's right. And I'm so tired, yeah, I'm so tired. We're talking that talk, you know, walking that wire. Yeah, I'm so tired. I might regret, don't get out of here. This town will kill me. Yeah, I'm so tired, yeah, I'm so tired. Talking that talk, you know, walking that wire. Yeah, I'm so tired. I might regret, don't get out of here, this town will kill me, yeah.
Utah, how we doing this evening? Hey, we're Scooter Brown Band. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Let me tell you something. I met Tim Ballard probably about 4 years ago doing an event in Nashville, and I played a couple of songs, and I watched a video on what Operation Underground Railroad was doing, and my 6'3", 200 and something pound allergies started kicking up pretty good, and I came up and I said, hey brother, anything you ever need me to do for this, I'm down. I will be here for it. This is something that's so important, guys. I don't know why it is not a bigger conversation in this country right now. But watching tonight from backstage and seeing the crowd that's here tonight and people watching from all over the world, the amount of money they just raised on stage in a matter of 20 minutes, I tell you what, there is so much good in this world. And it's because of y'all. This is how we fight it. Before I got into music, I'm a combat veteran Marine. I was in the invasion of Iraq in 2003, and thought I was going to be a lifer, and decided at the last minute that maybe I'd try my hand at music. And it's been a 15-year journey for me, and I've got to do some really cool things. In fact, 2 years ago from this night was our debut on the Grand Ole Opry. And I'll tell you something, the Grand Ole Opry was awesome, but helping kids is even better. This is amazing, guys. Thank you for being here tonight. No, I ain't been living right. What would my mama say if she saw me here tonight? Oh, it's been a hurting kind. Pass a fire into the wind, let the ashes fall behind. In another town, never met a heart I wouldn't break.
wouldn't break till I fell in love with you. Like an angel from across the room, I saw your silhouette and I smelled your sweet perfume. Know you wish you were somewhere else, but baby you were sent tonight to save me from myself. Never meant a heart I wouldn't break. I never saw a chance I wouldn't take. I was young, I was wild, played the games of a child. More than a little while, and now the game is through. I never meant a heart I wouldn't break till I fell in love with you. Smoking lies, finally you came around. I never meant a heart I wouldn't break. I never saw a chance I wouldn't take. I was young, I was wild, played the games of a child. More than a little while, and now the game is through. I never meant a heart I wouldn't break till I fell in love with you. Till I fell in love with you. This one's for the ladies. It's actually the first song I ever wrote with my wife. She got a come and get it kind of look in her eye. She's a Monday feeling like a Friday night. All-American girl with Utah pride. She'll give you her love or she'll give you a fight. She's a take it or leave it kind of wild child. Stop you dead in your tracks with a woman's smile. She's big city lights in a small town girl. Leather and lace, pistols and pearls. Looking good in the mud, good in a dress, good when she wears just a little bit less. Sipping champagne or shooting whiskey, throwing tequila, she gets a little frisky. Loves her country with some rock and roll, the kind of woman who can soothe your soul. Lady, my baby, she's my kind of girl. Yeah, pistols and pearls. She's a wind through the hair on the back of my bike. She'll light up your world like the 4th of July. She's a little bit naughty and a little bit nice. Might fool her once, but you won't fool her twice. Looking good in the mud, good in a dress, good when she wears just a little bit less. Sipping champagne and shooting whiskey, throwing tequila, she gets a little frisky. Loves her country with some rock and roll, the kind of woman who can soothe your soul. Lady, my baby, she's my kind of girl. Yeah, pistols and pearls. Campfire dancer on and romancer, always looking for a good time. She's a belle of the ball, break her neck looking princess, and she's all mine. Looking good in the mud, good, good in a dress, good when she wears just a little bit less. Sipping champagne or shooting whiskey, throwing tequila, gets a little frisky. Loves her country with some rock and roll, kind of woman who can soothe your soul. Lady, my baby, she's my kind of girl. She's a lady, my baby, she's my kind of girl. Yeah, pistols and pearls. She's pistols and pearls. Pistols and pearls. Thank you very much. We got any old school country fans in the house? So if you can't tell, we're a kind of a rock band that's got a country problem, but I love traditional country music, and one of my favorite singer-songwriters in the world is a fella by the name of Waylon Jennings. And I accidentally turned my guitar down. My bad, sound man. I had a publishing deal out in Nashville for about 4 years or so, and I always got in big arguments with my song plugger because she was always like, "Man, you need to turn in more songs that are pop that I can pitch to the radio." And I said, "I want to hear something Waylon Jennings would sing on the radio on today's country music." And she said, "Well, I can't pitch that to nobody nowadays." I said, "Fine, well, I'll do it myself." So the next day I wrote this song and I did a work tape on it, and I sent it to her with an email with the headline that said, "How you like these apples?" And we ended up releasing this song, and it was one of the top played songs on Sirius XM Outlaw for about 3 months or so. So we appreciate Sirius XM Outlaw. We appreciate everybody that just downloaded this on Apple Music and listens to Spotify and all that good stuff. This is to our man, Waylon Jennings. Rainy day guitar, slow trains and boxcars, honky-tonk angels, well, they still sound like heaven to me. Getting over new memories to an old melody. I just want to hear something Waylon would sing. Good friends and good whiskey, good woman to miss me when loneliness hits me like a neon that burns through the night. Anywhere there's a song or a jukebox to feed, I just want to hear something Waylon would sing. I just want to hear that outlaw singing, guitar strings on his telly ringing, Jessie on her sweet harmony. 3 chords and the truth, that's still the truth to me. I just want to hear something Waylon sing. All right, come on. Red dirt roads and pop top, long winding black top, old pickup trucks and all the miles and in between. I can't be the only one who misses it like me. I just want to hear something Waylon would sing. That was awesome. I just want to hear that outlaw singing, guitar strings on his telly ringing, Jessie on her sweet harmony. 3 chords and the truth, that's still the truth to me. I just want to hear something Waylon would sing. How about that guitar, y'all? I just want to hear that outlaw singing, guitar strings on his telly ringing, Jessie on her sweet harmony. 3 chords and the truth, that's still the truth to me. I just want to hear something Waylon would sing. 3 chords and the truth, that's still the truth to me. I just want to hear something Waylon would sing. Y'all give it up for the dancers. Come on now. Play some old tonk, boys. I'm for law and order, the way that it should be. The song's about the night they spent protecting you from me. Someone called us outlaws in some old magazine. New York sent a posse down like I ain't never seen. Don't y'all think this outlaw bit's done got out of hand? What's starting out to be a joke the law don't understand? Was it singing through my nose that got me busted by the man? Good Lord, baby, this here outlaw bitch done got out of hand. Woo! We was wrapped up in our music, that's why we never saw. Cars pulled up, the boys got out in the room filled up with law. They came pounding through the back door in the middle of my song. Got me on possession of something that was gone, long gone. Don't y'all think this outlaw bitch done got out of hand? What started out to be a joke the law don't understand. Wasn't singing through my nose, it got me busted by the man. Good Lord, baby, this here outlaw bitch done got out of hand. Don't y'all think this outlaw bitch done got out of hand? Out of hand. God bless Waylon Jennings. And speaking of mentors, we had the honor for up until this past year, Charlie Daniels was a mentor of mine. We were touring with Charlie Daniels for about 5+ years or so. And tell you what, there was never a better man to learn the music business from. And he was one of the most patriotic people. And he was a lover of Jesus, and he was a salt of the earth human being. It didn't matter if you were sweeping the floors or writing the checks. You get the same from Charlie Daniels every time. And I swore that the day that I helped carry him to his grave, that I would play a Charlie Daniels song every time I picked up a guitar. So we're going to do one for you here. People say I'm no good and crazy as a loon. I get up in the morning, I get down in the afternoon. Kinda like my old blue tick hound, I like to lay around in the shade. But I ain't got no money, but I dang sure got it made. And I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. You don't like the way I'm living, you just leave this long-haired country boy alone. Well, that preacher man talking on the TV, Lord is putting down my rock and roll. Wants me to send a donation cause he's worried about my soul. He said, now Jesus, he walked on the water, and I know that it's true. But sometimes I think that preacher man like I do a little walking too. And I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, you just leave this long-haired country boy alone. Let me hear something, man. Well, a poor girl, she wants to marry, and a rich girl wants to flirt. A rich man goes to college, while all of us poor boys go to work. Well, our drunkard wants another drink of wine, and a politician wants to vote. Yeah, well, me, I don't want nothing at all, but I will tell another joke. Yeah, and I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, you just leave this long-haired country boy alone. If you don't like the way I'm living, you just leave this long-haired country boy alone. God bless the Charlie Danny Band. Thank you guys for dancing up front. We got a new single coming out August 6th. We've stayed pretty productive over the last year and a half and not being really able to tour too much. So I'll tell you what, it is good to see all your smiling faces. And I'm not talking about just the crowd, but I'm talking about all of your faces out there. We love seeing all of it. It's good to be back doing this stuff. So I'm a little bit of a wine connoisseur. I like wine. I'm a red wine kind of guy. Ain't nothing like getting off the road and cooking a big old ribeye steak and drinking some red wine with my wife. That's what I like to do when I get home. And I never really heard too many dudes do a song about getting wine drunk, so I wrote one. And it's gonna come out next month on August 6th. So I hope you guys do this one here. 1, 2, 3. Sun coming up on a just paid Saturday morning. Boys girls are headed to the lake, but I ain't going. Oh, knees changing in my truck and the grass needs a mowing. But I got a better idea. Why don't we just sit right here and get a little wine drunk, pop a cork, baby, on a hazy afternoon. We'll spend all day tangled up and lazy, and all night, honey, loving on you, getting wine drunk. There ain't nothing like a 2-bottle buzz at the end of the work week. Grab a couple glasses, I'll meet you on back at the porch swing. Yeah, it's been too long, and girl, you got me feeling all thirsty. I like red and you like white. We'll mix them up with your lips on mine and get a little wine drunk, pop a cork, baby, on a hazy afternoon. Spend all day just tangled up and lazy, and all night, honey, loving on you, getting wine drunk. Whiskey makes you angry, and tequila makes you crazy. The shine's too strong, the beer's too weak. So honey, why don't we just get a little wine drunk, pop a cork, baby, on a hazy afternoon. We'll spend all day just tangled up and lazy, and all night, honey, yeah, all night getting wine drunk, pop a cork, baby, on a hazy afternoon. Spend all day just tangled up and lazy, and all night, honey, loving on you, getting wine drunk, getting wine drunk, getting wine drunk, getting wine drunk, wine drunk, wine drunk, baby.
Hey, how y'all feeling out there? Hey, if you're having a good time, let me hear you say yeah. I said if you're having a good time, let me hear you say yeah. That's right. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to two people these two people we came here to see. I want to give a big shout out for Kayla and June. Y'all give it up for Kayla and June. They came and saw us back in the green room. And it meant more to us that they came and saw us than it meant for them to hang out with us. So, yeah, we're going to keep this thing going. Y'all like a little rock and roll? With the rock and roll, yeah. It's been a long time since the pain and time. been a long time since I walk in the moonlight. I can't got the tears and I'm laughing, it's alright. Let me get back, let me get back, let me get back. Baby, where I come from. Well, it's been a long time, been a long time, a long, lonely, 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 lonely time.
Y'all get up for Brad Sal, everybody. I forgot to say earlier, another reason, guys, that Operation Underground Railroad means so much to me and everything that they got going on is I've got 4 kids. I've got 3 girls and a little boy. And my 2 youngest, my wife and I adopted. And it's the most amazing experience. It's the most amazing experience you've ever seen. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of against it at first. I kind of was like 2 and done, but it was my wife's passion, my wife's heart. And she had been supporting me doing music, and when we first started, it was a tough life. We were shopping with a calculator, not knowing how we were gonna pay the next bill. But my wife has supported me in so many things, and I said, man, I need to support my wife in this. And God will always find a way if it's meant to be. And so not just 1, but then 2 adopted kids later. A friend of mine asked me, they said, man, do you feel any difference between your biological kids and your adopted kids? There's got to be some sort of difference just because of the DNA and just the primal connection that you have. And there ain't. A child is a child. And we're all God's children. He takes care of all of us. So we can take care of a few more ourselves, I think. We just recorded this song. We don't cut too many songs that we didn't write as a band, but I've always been a fan of this one. On fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire make foolish people do. But I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love, but it's only gonna break your heart. No, I don't wanna fall in love, but it's only gonna break your heart with you.
never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do. Make me dream of you, man. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do. To make me dream of you. And I don't wanna fall in love. This road is only gonna break your heart. No, I don't wanna fall in love. This road is only gonna break your heart with you. Was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. This road is only gonna break your heart. No, I don't wanna fall in love. This road is only gonna break your heart. No, Thank y'all very much. We got one more song for you. And we're going to call it even. Thank you guys again so much for coming out. First of all, give yourselves a round of applause for coming out and supporting such a great cause. Give Tim Ballard, everybody that volunteers and works for Operation Underground Railroad, a round of applause. Everybody that came out here and donated time.
Guys, it's stuff like this that freaking just fills my heart and makes me believe that I love America. This is why we're good. This is why we're good. I'm a glasses is half full kind of guy. And this is why I love my country. Thank you guys for being here. This is the title track off of our last album. We had the honor of the late, great Charlie Daniels to sing on this song with us. And I wrote this song because I believe in the American spirit. I believe that we're all just a bunch of good, hard-working people that just want to live our lives. We want to live free. We ain't afraid to stand up. We ain't never backing down from nobody. That's how we are and who we are. And I don't have anything to toast with but a bottle of water. But if you're drinking water or cola or whatever iced tea that we got out here this evening, let's make a toast. Here's all of our military men and women serving our country overseas, back home, past, present, future. Never forget the sacrifices that they make so we can be here having a good time tonight. Let's toast to our police officers, our firefighters, our first responders. Thank you for what you do for all of our communities. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you all for being here tonight. This song's called American Son. We're Scooter Brown Band. We're going to actually be in Salt Lake City on September 1st at Soundwell. We'd love to see you guys out there. Come support. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. This dirt is red from the blood it's seen. I'm raised on the good book, hand on a gun, never backing down, the American son. Well, I was born from the blood of a working man. Stand and fight for those who can. I put my heart across these hard times. In my back when I see your glory fly. Well, this land is hard, this land is mean. This dirt is red from the blood it's seen. I'm raised on the good book, hand on a gun, never backing down, the American son. I ain't afraid to sweat, I ain't afraid to bleed. I'll stand alone for what I believe. Would rather down my feet than live on my knees. There ain't no man that's gonna take it from me. This land is hard, this land is mean. Dirt is red from the blood it's seen. I'm raised on the good book, hand on a gun, never backing down, the American son.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to this republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We come from the farms and the ranches, the old field hands, the ones who turn the wrenches. We built these bridges and roads. Yeah, the big rig drivers hauling a load, and we're the mason, the cop, the coal miner, the banker, the lawyer, and the firefighter. I'm the man in the shadows who carries a gun. I'm the sheepdog, the American son. I am the American son, never backing down, I ain't ever gonna run. I am the American son, never backing down, never gonna run. I am the American son, never backing down, I ain't never gonna run. I am the American son, we're gonna take it to our graves when our day is done. Utah, Operation Underground Railroad, thank you guys very much. Let's leave it with a little rock and roll, boys, come on.
Thank you to Lewis, Roosevelt, Elec, everybody.
Yes!
We love you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
We love you all. Thank you so much.
We love you guys. Once again, Lewis House, y'all. Let's hear it.
Elec and friends, give it up.
Tim Ballard, let's hear it, yo.
Roosevelt, oh.
Scooter, man, you guys are awesome, man. Let's hear it for them one more time, y'all. You guys are great, solid. All the way from Nashville. We love you guys.
Elec, you want to take us home?
We're going to take you home. Kick it, Sledge. So now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, give a huge round of applause for Mr. Lewis House. And all the staff of Rise Up Robbie, the sound crew. Give it up for the sound crew and engineers, y'all. And lighting crew and everything, all the hospitality, all the food trucks, everything going on tonight. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, check everything out online. Don't forget, check everything out online on social media. Help somebody out, spread the word. Rise up, get loud. What is it called? Rise up, get loud. What is it called?
Get loud.
What is it called?
Rise